As a whole movement, it's very like empowering, because obviously throughout all like the years and decades of football, it's changed so much, and over time it's become so much more accepting.
Inclusivity. You know, I've grown up myself. I understand what discrimination is. I know what it looks like. But I've always been brought up to believe that, you know, everyone deserves equal rights, regardless of their sexual orientation, their gender, their colour of their skin, their race, their nationality. So that's the most important thing for me.
Creating an environment where everyone can be themselves. And I think sometimes that isn't necessarily to do with their sexuality or anything like that. It can just be allowing personalities to be who they are. And I think we do that very well here as a team.
I'm not like 100% sure like the total meaning to myself, because that's just general like honesty. I'm not really sure what it. I'll be honest, I'm not that educated. I wouldn't 100% know what homophobia. Obviously, I understand that it's going against people who maybe have a different view of life or do different things in their lives, and so probably I should be more educated, but it's obviously quite hard. I think it's coming through a lot more. Like, I go to different schools with my job, and there's now a lot more kids who are able to feel comfortable at such a young age to be who they like sort of want to be.
It means everything, if I'm honest. It means that people have a voice.
I think it's about just the community of football in general, and the sport just challenging different views that target or are negative against the LGBT community, and just pushing it out and doing all that the sport can.
It's just a place where like we can be ourselves, and no one judges you for who you are. You know, once you step on the pitch, you're all there for the same thing, and that's just to play football, and that's the love of it. So it doesn't matter where you've come from, what background you come from. Once we all join together on the team and we get on that pitch, it's all about the ball and the football and the team.
Being all inclusive to everybody, everybody can be involved within football. You know, there's no boundaries for anybody really.
Regardless of background or preference, that football is for everyone, and I feel that football is a safe environment to be yourself in.
I feel like not only with like homophobia, but as well as like being a woman footballer, it kind of like comes into the two. Like both are very discriminated about in like past football, so it's very good to see like the like engagement of like trying to get rid of it completely.
It should never be a case of, oh well, this person's got an issue with somebody, and then they bring it into football, and it becomes an issue for somebody who is gay. My issue with that has always been, well, why shouldn't they be allowed to play, and why has there always been an issue with somebody who might be gay that has these situations at a football match?
It means a lot, because in my everyday life I try to create those environments as well for the children I work with who are special needs. So I try to make these sort of inclusive environments in every walk of life, and I'd like to believe our football team is very encouraging of people being their true selves.
Definitely at Wycombe, it's definitely is inclusivity. Everyone is able to do and sort of be who they want to be.
You can talk to any of the girls about anything. It's been great, you know, just having got loads of people from loads of different backgrounds, loads of different walks of life, different ages, so you can just get opinions from everybody. Everybody is so friendly and just wants to be involved, and then wants to know about, you know, you. If you want to talk about yourself, and people are there to listen, so it's quite nice to just feel like you can have a safe space where you can just talk about anything you want, and we're all there as friends to help each other through anything.
I think women's football in general has that feeling around it since I've been in women's football, and it's nice to be a part of something that, you know, does include everybody, and it's nice to be a champion for causes such as this.
You know, there should be no boundaries for anybody, and we don't put boundaries on it, and we're all inclusive.
I feel like Wycombe is a very accepting environment, and everyone is just so friendly, and as soon as you're on the pitch, everyone sort of forgets about literally anything. You're just who you are on the pitch is who you are, and that's pretty nice to have around here.
Anything to do with sexuality, it shouldn't be a case. So if somebody's happy to throw a racial or homophobic slur at someone, I'm ready to call it out.
Yeah, it's great. You fit in quickly. All the girls are friendly. It doesn't really matter where you come from or what your sexuality is or anything like that. From what I gather, it's very inclusive. Good atmosphere, fun. It's just nice to come down on Tuesday and Thursday night. Yeah.
Being part of a community that you feel is so like accepting, it's so like nice, and like you feel so comfortable like within it, because you just feel like that judgment is like completely gone. And like for me personally, when I play football, the community that I'm in, I'm so comfortable within it, and you don't get that like outside of football. So I say football is probably like the most important community like in my life, because everyone here is just so accepting, and like they're so like loving to like everyone. It's just so nice to be part of, because outside of football you do see that judgment everywhere, and here it's just completely like everyone just loves each other, no one really cares about anything.